Imagine being out with your best friends. And these best friends are your defenses. They always have your back, they're super well-intentioned, and they're trying to protect you from feeling anything that you maybe don't want to feel or that might be uncomfortable or painful. Sometimes they're a little misguided though. So you're out with your friends and you run into an ex or someone that you had a falling out with. And avoidance says, let's get out of here. Self-sabotage says, I'm so stupid, I should have known better. Detaching pipes up and says, it doesn't matter, we don't care anyway. Externalizing suggests, let's go for a drink and some ice cream. Displacement asks, do I look okay? Somatizing all of a sudden doesn't feel very well. Worry starts to wonder, is he saying bad things about me? And helplessness just proclaims, it's hopeless, we are never going to get to move forward. If your best buddies are detaching and self-sabotage, then you're going to be prone to things like depression or persistent depressive disorder. If you hang out with avoidance and worry more, then you're going to be more susceptible to things like generalized anxiety disorders, social phobia, panic disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. People who spend a lot of time with externalizing are vulnerable to substance use disorders, binge eating disorders, or gambling. Those of us who hang out with displacement are going to be vulnerable to things like obsessive compulsive disorder, perfectionism, eating disorders, or being a workaholic. Those of us who hang out with somatizing a lot are going to be more likely to have psychological factors that impact a medical condition or a somatoform disorder. And people who spend a lot of time with helplessness are going to be more likely to struggle with suicidal ideation or self-harm behaviors. We often hang out with a whole bunch of these characters, all at the same time. In mental illness, it's common to have more than one diagnosis, with each diagnosis just reflecting different coping patterns. So this is really just giving you information about where you need to start in order to create a life you're excited to live. Because just like a former alcoholic will likely always have the urge to drink when really big stressors show up, it doesn't mean that they actually drink. Not when they've learned healthier coping mechanisms. And that's what these are. A lot of these diagnoses, even if you have a whole bunch of them, they just reflect unhealthy coping patterns. And we can learn to use healthier ones. You may or may not need medication to help you on this journey. One thing you will need, though, is a good friend or a therapist, someone to help guide you along the way. So let us know how it's going. Connect with us through social media. Watch our other videos to help support you on your journey. One thing I do know for sure is that it's definitely worth the work.